Hello everyone. Today I was reading a newspaper and I came across a very interesting article. The article related to the women's issue in today's reality. Now, what reality? Now, as we all know that we are constantly surrounded by conflicts and political instability, and women are somewhat the most impacted section of our society, right? Now, I think this is a most appropriate occasion to discuss such types of issue when we are celebrating the International Women's Day, right? So, as you all know, every March 8th, the world turns purple. We share quotes, we hand over flowers, we celebrate the progress. But the thing is that International Women's Day was never meant to be a day. It was born on the streets in the earlier 20th century when the women who refused to accept the poor working conditions, poverty wages, and also the silence on the ballot box. They didn't ask for a day, they rather wanted the world to recognize their humanity. But as we are here, sitting in 2026, the theme itself says right, justice, and action. Is it a reality or just a comfortable slogan? Look, this particular or this ambitious call for right is set against the terrifying backdrop that we are surrounded with. The situation or the current realities when the world is surrounded by conflict, displacement, and political instabilities. When the institutes crumble in such situations, the protections of women and girls are the first to go down. On similar lines, 26 years ago, United Nations Security Council on October 31st, 2006, unanimously adopted a resolution. The resolution named as Resolution 1325, which for the first time recognized disproportionate impact of war on women and most importantly, the necessity of women in peacemaking processes. Why? Because when such conditions when such conditions arises in the global level, the things never change for women. Even if you consider it today's time, the situations have worsened over the decades. The issues are becoming more acute. And when these types of situations happens, women and girls are the most impacted section of our society. So as they are the most impacted society or the part of our society, why they are not given the chance to represent themselves in such a big forums where the big decisions related to peace are made? Even there are overwhelming evidences, both scientific and statistical evidences, which over the time again have proven that when women are sitting at the negotiating tables, right, the negotiation is done very quick, they are more durable, and also they are more inclusive. Yet women remains largely excluded from such big forums. So now it is the time that we finally recognize the role of women in peacemaking process, and we have to start shifting from supporting women to giving them equal opportunities, not just as a favor but as a major stakeholder. Now there's a very famous quote that says that action without a practical performance is just a performance. Okay? So tomorrow let be the day when we finally decide to do something about it. Happy Women's Day.